January 3rd, 2026. Topic of today's little dig here is, as I have written, high level quality is basically impossible to maintain / repeat forever. And I guess what this is the thinly veiled excuse to occasionally make mistakes and occasionally have a little bit of a dud when I do these little vlogs and when I do anything at all, really. I think the level of quality anyone sort of rises to is sort of, well, it is directly kind of tied to your motivation, but also there is an element of luck that kind of everybody overlooks when they assess the relative performance that they give in a given scenario. Because sometimes I think people they kind of tie their success to things that are intentional, like their motivation, their practice, their preparation, those sorts of things. And of course, those are things that are quite valuable in the formulaic mixture that becomes success, or becomes anything really that could turn into success. But the, I guess, sort of overlooked, but maybe also misunderstood piece of that formula is luck. I've listened to, I guess, podcasts or videos kind of talking about the topic of how sometimes people that are successful, they don't actually know why they're successful sometimes. In many cases, you can see, especially like within an industry or within a realm where people are trying to achieve the same thing. For instance, it would be easy, like an easy thing to point to as an example would be like a professional sport, say one like tennis, where it's an individual sport. Well, there are doubles, I guess, but largely the games are individual, and there are many thousands of people trying to be successful at it, and in even a professional sense, many thousands of people taking the time to do the same types of preparation, the same types of training, learning, improving their skills, many of them even in identical ways, to the hours of practice, to the coaching from people that know the sport, from the experience, the timing, all of that can be nearly perfectly replicated. And yet some will succeed and some will not. And some will achieve greater things and some will not. And that's just the way things are. Not everybody who does the exact same things to succeed, who even have the same genetics or disposition or propensity to do well, will achieve the same things. They just won't. I guess maybe the obvious way of pointing out as to why would just be to point out that there are only so many slots to be filled from winner to the end, to the deepest loser of any given tournament. There's only one winner, there's only one runner-up, there's only one third place, and so on. And so luck is part of that delineation. The people that succeed do all the right things, and sometimes a little kick of the ball off of the surface of the clay or whatever, just at the right angle, made that one shot a little easier. And that happened enough times, and somebody wins the tournament. I don't know why did I get so far off the beaten path here? Well, really, it all relates. High level quality is basically impossible to maintain or repeat forever. Sometimes the people at the top, the people that win, aren't even putting in the highest quality effort to achieve the highest quality output. It's just there's always some luck involved. So we just do what we can, and the chips will fall where they may. What does that mean for a call to action? I think what that means to me is that it is our responsibility to achieve the best we can according to our desire and our commitment, and nothing more, nothing less. Because we will achieve what luck enables and doesn't dictate, but what luck combined with our efforts will result in. The day was pretty good. I did not sleep very long, although I'm bizarrely still awake. I don't know, it's 2:40. I kind of got moving on my app stuff a little quicker than I usually do. I was just a little more motivated, I guess, in the morning, and made good progress on that. Worked on that most of the day. Carlin was still around for a little while. I got to help my nephew. I taught him how to glue and install the new rubber that he purchased for his ping pong paddle. So kind of showed him how to do that as I put that on for him. And then I got back to my daily walk, did my 5 miles. Actually, I didn't even look. I think it was 5 miles. A little over 5 miles. Yeah, I did remember seeing that. So that was good. Weather was a little nicer today than it's been lately, so that was a bonus. And then I headed over to my buddy John's for the night. We watched the Seahawks play the San Francisco 49ers for the first seed in the NFC conference of football. Our team won last game of the season, clinched the number 1 seed. Very cool, fun game, good effort by both teams, but we were able to pull it off. So that was fun. It was cool. There's a good group there. Got to meet some of John's other friends, and that made for a nice Saturday. All in all, a good day. I came back and worked on my app a little more for the rest of the night until now, pretty much. I'm troubleshooting some things, trying to work through some challenges. Troubleshooting, again, I've probably expressed this already. Troubleshooting is the annoying part of development, but it is necessary, and boy, does it feel good when you get through it. I'm currently in the thick of it, so I don't really have that positive vibe kind of resting upon me yet, but soon enough, I believe I can maybe get there tomorrow. And if not, I'll be troubleshooting until Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, and however long it takes, and we'll get there, and then I can start creating again. So, developing further into the app. Thus it is. Hopefully there was something useful. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, y'all.